I never thought I'd be the kind of woman who takes a life. Not me. I had dreams, hopes, a life planned out. But sometimes everything you believe shatters in a single moment. And that moment? It came 3 weeks ago. It started with a whisper, a rumor that became a scream in my ears. He was cheating on me. Not once, but many times. The man I trusted with my heart, my future, my everything. I was nothing to him. Just a stop on his way to somewhere else. I sat in my empty apartment, my mind spinning out of control. What was I supposed to do? Confront him? Forgive and forget? No, those options felt like poison. I called my oldest friend, someone who knew me better than anyone. He didn't ask questions. He just listened. If you want out, if you want to be free, then you need to do what you have to do, he said calmly. There was no judgment in his voice, only cold, hard truth. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept pacing. My hands trembled as I loaded the knife into my pocket and slipped on a pair of gloves. I had the key to a house where memories lived, where love was supposed to be real. I arrived at his door at a.m. The world was silent except for the occasional rustle of the wind through the trees. I slipped inside without a sound. He was asleep, peaceful, innocent looking in the moonlight streaming through the window, but my heart knew the truth. I whispered, "Why?" But there was no answer. I raised my hand. One step, one breath, one strike. The knife slid into his chest. There was no scream, only silence. His eyes opened wide, shocked, like he wanted to say something, but he never could. Time stopped. I dragged his lifeless body to the bathroom, covered him with a blanket, wiped the floor, wiped my hands. I was sure I'd left no trace, but inside me, a different kind of terror was growing, the fear of being watched. At dawn, I sent a text. "It's done." He arrived 10 minutes later, my friend, my only ally. No questions, no hesitation. He just said, "We have to move." We drove through the night, the headlights cutting through the darkness of empty roads. Our destination was a forgotten dock by a lake, where no one came for years. I could barely hold the wheel. He told me, "Water takes secrets and keeps them." Together, we threw his body into the cold, dark lake. The ripples swallowed him whole. I felt like a piece of myself was sinking with him. The next days were a blur. We kept moving through back roads, abandoned gas stations, motels that smelled of desperation. Every news report about a man found dead tightened the knot in my stomach. 3 days later, the police caught us in a rundown motel. My heart pounded like a drum in my chest. I barely had time to breathe before officers stormed the room. My friend escaped through the window, quick, silent. Before he left, he looked back at me. 1 second. One look. A silent promise that I wasn't alone. Then the sirens pierced the night. A voice shouted, "Run!" I didn't hesitate. I ran to the car. He was there behind the wheel, calm as ever. "What now?" I asked. He smiled. "We run. Together. Now. We're fugitives to shadows, running from the past, from the law, from what we did." I still hear his voice sometimes. I still see his eyes, the ones that tried to speak the truth. But in this life on the run, at least I'm not alone. Maybe, just maybe, there's a chance to start over.